The hyena, the notorious predator of the African savanna, is known for its eerie laughter and ruthless hunting instinct. Relentless, intelligent, and cunning, these hunters can bring down prey far larger than themselves through the power of the pack. Their attacks are sudden, ferocious, and merciless, so much so that even lions and leopards keep their distance. Every bite, every chase reveals the brutal reality of the wild. Watch the video to witness the hyena's astonishing and action-packed hunts unfold before your eyes. The African buffalo, a symbol of strength and resilience across the savanna, commands respect from every predator. Yet the hyena, with its cunning mind and extraordinary teamwork, dares to challenge even these massive beasts. When the two forces meet, the air grows tense. Growls and hoofbeats thunder across the plains. Hyenas attack with persistence, using their numbers and coordinated strikes to wear down their prey. But the buffalo, armed with razor-sharp horns and sheer brute power, often retaliates with such fury that the entire pack scatters in panic. Each encounter becomes a fierce anthem of courage and survival in the unforgiving wild. On the green grasslands, a herd of buffalo roams and pauses to rest. Suddenly, a lone hyena approaches, eyeing a young calf. Before it can strike, the mother buffalo intervenes, blocking the attack. Unrelenting, the hyena calls for reinforcements. The pack charges in, trying to separate the calf from the herd. The adults rally to defend it, but the hyenas persist, seizing a moment of distraction to drag the young buffalo away and finish the hunt. By the edge of the forest, another buffalo is ambushed by a pack of hyenas. Its tail is bitten clean off, and though it writhes in pain, the buffalo fights back fiercely. Under relentless assault, it finally breaks free and flees into the safety of the woods. A mother buffalo fights desperately to protect her calf from a pack of predators. The hyenas circle, searching for any opening to strike. At last, one manages to bite onto the calf's ear, dragging it away from its mother's defense. Moments later, the pack tears into the helpless young, turning it into their next meal.
The other... But no.
The wildebeest, the unyielding wanderer of the savanna, must always stay alert against cunning enemies like the hyena. When these two species meet, the air tightens with tension, where every move could decide life or death. Hyenas, with their pack tactics and eerie laughter, spread fear across the plains, while the wildebeest fights back with raw strength and fearless determination. Each chase is a heart-stopping clash, each counterattack a desperate stand in nature's brutal theater of survival. Every passing second becomes a test of wit and power, predator against prey. And in those fleeting moments, the wild reveals its true nature: fierce, raw, and utterly unforgiving. The wildebeest collapses under the relentless assault of a predator too exhausted to fight back. The hyena tears into its body as the prey cries out in agony. After a brief struggle, the predator begins ripping chunks of flesh from the wildebeest's thigh while it continues to cry in pain. A herd of wildebeest erupts in chaos at the sight of approaching predators. One unfortunate wildebeest becomes separated from the group, instantly drawing the hyena's attention. They change direction and give chase, but the prey manages to stay ahead, sprinting up a steep slope to safety. Deep in the wilderness, a fierce showdown unfolds between a wildebeest and a hyena. Both charge at each other with ferocity, neither willing to back down. The hyena lunges in for the attack, while the wildebeest counters with powerful horn strikes. Neither side gives in as the brutal clash rages on. hippopotamus, the giant of Africa's rivers, is often seen as slow and gentle, yet beneath that calm exterior lies immense strength and unpredictable ferocity. When the cunning and daring hyenas dare to intrude upon its territory, fierce confrontations erupt without warning. With jaws powerful enough to crush almost anything, the hippo stands as a force of raw might, while the hyenas rely on agility and pack strategy to provoke their massive foe. Roars and snarls echo through the night, painting a tense and dramatic scene. Every charge and counterattack leaves onlookers holding their breath. This clash between brute strength and clever strategy is a testament to nature's harsh rule. Only the toughest and boldest survive. On the sandy bank, a young hippo becomes the target of a pack of hyenas. Too small and weak to fight back, the calf cries out in pain as the predators close in. Overwhelmed by the relentless attack, it finally succumbs, becoming their meal within moments. In a quiet lake, a hippo rests half-submerged while a hyena sneaks up from behind, cautiously observing. Sensing the intruder's presence, the hippo suddenly charges forward in a burst of fury. The startled hyena turns and flees just in time, narrowly escaping the giant's wrath. Across the perilous African plains, the cheetah, the fastest cat on Earth, is not only a nightmare for the weak, but also often finds itself clashing with the infamous thieves of the wild, hyenas. When speed meets savagery, when agility faces the chaos of the pack, every second turns into a breathtaking struggle. The cheetah may unleash its legendary burst of speed, but can it defend its hard-earned meal from the relentless swarm of hyenas? The chases, the tug-of-war, and the desperate battles over every bite will keep you on the edge of your seat. Across the vast plains, a tense standoff unfolds between a cheetah and a pack of hyenas. The sides stare each other down, studying every move until one hyena edges closer. The cheetah reacts instantly, lunging forward in defense, but outnumbered and surrounded, it quickly realizes the fight is futile. Growling in frustration, the cheetah retreats, forced to abandon its ground to the aggressive pack. The warthog, a creature often mistaken for slow and defenseless, is in truth one of nature's bravest fighters. Armed with sharp tusks and an unyielding spirit, it stands its ground even against ruthless predators like the hyena. Encounters between warthogs and hyenas are gripping battles of survival where blood, dust, and roars fill the tense air. Hyenas use pack tactics to surround their target, while the warthog charges head-on, fiercely defending its territory and young. With sudden strikes and furious counterattacks, it often sends its enemies fleeing in panic. It is a living symbol of fearless resilience, proof that true strength comes not only from muscle, but from an indomitable will to survive. Across the open savanna, two warthogs race to escape the pursuit of a pack of hyenas. The hyenas close in, gathering to strike, but one stubborn and fearless warthog refuses to flee. It turns back, charging straight at its attackers with furious determination. With powerful thrusts of its tusks, it drives the predators back one by one. Realizing the prey is too tough to conquer, the hyenas finally give up, allowing the warthogs to run free. At a muddy watering hole, two warthogs rest peacefully when a group of hyenas arrives to stir up trouble. For the warthogs watch in confusion as the hyenas splash and roll in the mud, mocking their calm. Losing patience, one of the warthogs suddenly charges forward, chasing the intruders away and reclaiming its ground. The zebra, a symbol of wild beauty and unyielding spirit, faces some of the savanna's most dangerous foes, the hyenas. When night falls, packs of hyenas begin their hunt, surrounding their prey with clever, coordinated tactics. But zebras are far from easy targets. With powerful kicks and incredible speed, they can make even the most daring predator pay dearly. In the darkness, the sound of hooves pounding and snarls echoing through the night creates a scene of pure tension. It's a breathless battle for survival where courage and the instinct to live reach their peak. Amid the chaos, the zebra stands its ground, a living testament to the unbreakable will of the wild. A zebra is attacked by a hyena that bites deep into its thigh. But the zebra fights back, sinking its teeth into the predator. The hyena doesn't flinch. It keeps biting until the zebra's skin begins to tear. Enduring the pain, the zebra suddenly kicks off and breaks free, sprinting for its life. Will it manage to escape the relentless hunter? On the open green plains, 3 zebras are chased by a pack of hyenas. The two sides race neck and neck until another hyena joins the pursuit to support its pack. Will the predators succeed in bringing down their prey? The rhinoceros, the steadfast giant of the savannah, is famed for its armor, thick skin and deadly horn, capable of piercing any foe. Yet, even such a massive beast is not spared from fierce encounters with cunning, fearless packs of hyenas. As night falls, growls echo across the plains, and shadowy figures close in. The rhino is forced to fight for its life and its territory. Powerful charges, thunderous roars, and chaos in the darkness create a breathtaking scene. It's a clash between sheer power and relentless persistence, where a single mistake could mean death. Out on the savannah, Mother Rhino and her calf find themselves in grave danger as a pack of hyenas attacks. The predators relentlessly try to reach the young one, but the mother charges forward with fierce determination, shielding her calf at all costs. The little rhino runs ahead to safety while the mother stays close behind, standing as a wall of defense. Still, the hyenas persist, unwilling to abandon their prey. Will the mother and her calf make it out unharmed? Under the scorching sun, 2 hyenas cool off by resting in the shallow water of a lake. Not far away, a pair of rhinos drink peacefully until they grow uneasy at the hyena's presence. With a few heavy steps, the rhinos advance to drive the intruders away. Unwilling to challenge such power, the hyenas quietly retreat, surrendering the watering hole to the true giants of the wild. Lion, the symbol of power and dominance on the savannah, commands fear and respect from all. Yet its most relentless rival is none other than the hyena, a cunning and defiant predator, unafraid of the king himself. Clashes between lions and hyenas are fiery battles where roars and snarls merge into a symphony of life and death. Hyenas rely not only on their numbers but also on their taunting tactics, provoking the lion into reckless rage. But the lion, with unmatched strength, answers with devastating swipes and bone-crushing bites. These confrontations are more than fights over prey. They're duels of pride and strategy, where only the strongest and smartest survive. A male lion feasts on his kill when suddenly he finds himself surrounded by a pack of hungry hyenas. They watch closely, waiting for the perfect moment to strike and steal the meal from the king of beasts. Two lions on the hunt come across a hyena feasting on a carcass nearby. Without hesitation, the male lion charges forward to attack, while the second lion joins in to assist. The hyena cries out in pain, calling for its pack to help, but before reinforcements can arrive, it's overwhelmed by the lion's brutal assault and torn apart, meeting its end on the blood-soaked ground. Out on the green savannah, a lion enjoys its meal in peace until a pack of hyenas arrives to cause chaos. They circle, yipping and howling, trying to snatch the lion's kill. At first, the lion pays them no mind. Then, suddenly, one hyena attacks from behind, startling it. Seizing the moment, the pack rushes in, snatching the carcass and fleeing before the furious lion can react. The honey badger, though small, is a fierce warrior in the wild. With a strong body and fearless nature, they never hesitate to face powerful predators like hyenas, even an entire pack of them. The encounters between honey badgers and hyenas are often dramatic, with honey badgers using their resilience and unique tactics to protect themselves from these vicious hunters. While hyenas may attack in large numbers, the honey badger shows an incredible fighting spirit and extraordinary strength when cornered. These battles are not just physical fights, but also a testament to the perseverance and remarkable survival skills of this animal. The honey badger walks alone to the waterhole, very thirsty after a day of hunting. While drinking eagerly, 3 hyenas approach, disturbing it, causing the honey badger to turn and become alert, but it seems unconcerned. The honey badger lowers its head to finish drinking, then turns to threaten the hyenas, making them back off. A pack of hyenas wandering along the road suddenly spots a honey badger nearby. The entire pack immediately charges at the badger, causing it to panic. The honey badger tries to fight back, then it runs down the road and escapes under the relentless pursuit of the predators. As night falls, 3 honey badgers lower their heads to drink from the small water hole. Suddenly, a hyena glides past, making them feel uneasy. The hyena doesn't leave, but lingers nearby. It slowly approaches the water hole to drink, and the entire group of honey badgers disperses and walks away. The cheetah, with its incredible speed and agility, is one of the finest predators in the wild. But in the fight for survival, nothing is easy, even for a skilled racer like the cheetah. Hyenas, relentless and crafty predators, are always looking for ways to sneak attack the cheetah's freshly caught prey, making every encounter between them a tense standoff. Hyenas do not hesitate to attack, using their agility to chase and apply pressure, while the cheetah, as fast as the wind, faces a brutal challenge when trying to protect its meal. These encounters are fierce battles, where speed, courage, and strategy are tested to the limit. A group of cheetahs is sprinting across the grassland, working together to chase down prey from a distance, not giving it a chance to escape and quickly taking control. As the whole group is enjoying their catch, a hyena appears, looking to join the feast. However, immediately a cheetah charges in to attack and drives the hyena away. On the vast savanna, a tense confrontation between a cheetah and a pack of hyenas unfolds in the heavy air. The two sides face off, cautiously probing each other's movements. When a hyena approaches, the cheetah immediately charges to defend. However, outnumbered, it can only growl to keep its distance and retreat, surrendering the territory. The warthog, nature's tough little warrior, is a creature every predator must respect. With a sturdy body, sharp tusks, and fierce fighting spirit, it never backs down, even when facing a pack of vicious hyenas. Battles between warthogs and hyenas are clashes of courage and survival instinct, where every roar and every strike echoes across the wild plains. Sometimes, the hunters who seem to hold the advantage are forced to flee before the prey's unexpected resistance. Such moments are impossible to look away from, proof of the incredible power hidden beneath the warthog's rough exterior. Out on the savanna grasslands, 2 warthogs are struggling to escape the relentless pursuit of hyenas. The pack gathers and closes in, preparing to attack, but one stubborn and fearless warthog refuses to run. It turns around and charges straight at the predators, striking at each hyena that dares to surround it. Eventually, realizing this prey is too tough to conquer, the hyenas give up and let the warthog go free. On On the dry savanna, a hyena has just brought down a warthog. It viciously bites into the warthog's legs to hold it down, but the prey is still alive, struggling and dragging itself in a desperate attempt to escape. The hyena continues to tear into its prey with ruthless ferocity. The crocodile, the silent hunter of the rivers, is a nightmare for any creature that dares to enter its domain. With steel-like jaws and a bone-crushing bite, combined with lightning-fast ambushes, it's a predator that even bold hyenas must fear. Yet in the wild, hyenas show no fear. They dare to fight over carcasses right in front of the jaws of death. Encounters between these two species are moments of pure tension, where the calm water suddenly turns into a battlefield of life and death. The growls, the splashing water, the surprise attacks, all come together in scenes so intense and awe-inspiring that you can't look away, a true testament to the raw power and beauty of nature. By the riverbank, a crocodile is devouring the carcass of its freshly caught prey, drawing the attention of a pack of hyenas from afar. As one hyena dares to approach, the crocodile suddenly turns its head. The hyena freezes, its eyes filled with both hunger and fear. By the river's edge, another hyena is busy eating a carcass near the water, unaware that it has wandered into the crocodile's territory. A sudden sound makes the hyena tense up. It tries to drag the prey onto the shore. But before it can escape, a lightning-fast strike from beneath the surface snatches the carcass into the crocodile's jaws. The hyena can only watch in frustration as its meal disappears into the water. Every hyena attack is a chaotic symphony of blood, fury, and raw survival instinct. Their intelligence, ferocity, and unity make them formidable opponents for any creature. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next breathtaking hunt from the wild.